Hi, friends, and a happy Sunday to all of you wherever you may be. Welcome to the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Mid-Atlantic Women's Hockey Association action on the docket today from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks in Aston, Pennsylvania, just over the arc from Delaware. A meeting between two Philadelphia area teams in the 19 AA classification. The Philadelphia Little Flyers sitting third at 11-4-1 in the MAWA 19 AA standings, taking on the Philadelphia Junior Flyers, who at 10-2-2 are second in the table currently. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box at Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks in advance of this Sunday afternoon tilt between Junior Flyers and Little Flyers. A bit of a challenge to keep them straight through the course of the game, but we'll certainly endeavor to do the best we can for you on both sides. On the Junior Flyers side, a couple names to look at. Gracie Spiker, 11 goals, 6 assists on the season. She and Skylar Campanile with 10 goals and 7 helpers, the leading producers in black and orange. Whereas on the Philadelphia side, on the Little Flyers side, I should say, leading scorer Janina Kotorkova with 14 goals and 8 assists on the year, does double duty between the Little Flyers and Rowan University's ACHA Women's Division II team. On paper, looks like a pretty even matchup, all things considered. When we come back from our pregame timeout, we'll take a look at the starting goalies and get right into the action here on the Delaware Hockey Network. We're live on the 412, and it's all brought to you by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the Law Office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more. There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Elegant, luxurious, one of a kind. Since 1895, the Dubé name has embodied these very qualities. Make the four-generation Dubé family tradition of fine custom jewelry your own, only at Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. Just about set for opening puck drop here at Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks as the Philadelphia Little Flyers look to avenge a December defeat to the Philadelphia Junior Flyers in the Mid-Atlantic Women's Hockey Association U19 AA classification. Little Flyers 11-4-1, sitting third in the standings right now. The Philadelphia Junior Flyers second at 10-2-2 on the year. James Witherite joining you from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks on this Sunday afternoon. Our assistant producer, Broadway Joe Sindoni, stepping in on videographer duty for this January Sunday matinee. We're just about ready for opening puck drop. Chris Draves and Charles Proctor IV, today's officials. Little Flyers moving right to left in their home whites in this opening period. The Junior Flyers in their away black sweaters moving left to right as we get things going. Paige Murites dumps the puck behind the Little Flyers goal. Trying to center it was Campanile from the far corner, joint leading scorer for the Junior Flyers squad. This is walked up the far side as far as red by Amanda Beatty, now carried in by Kotsurkova. Her shot from distance sticked away by Veronica Schulden, getting the call for the Junior Flyers today. She's 4-1-2 on the year with a 0.74 goals against average and a save percentage of .953. Kaylin Williams getting the nod for the Little Flyers. 3-2-1 on the season with a .289 goals against average and an .898 save percentage. Kogan waits. Fleeg recovers the puck for the Little Flyers just inside her own line. This is caromed by Otto up the near wall. Kotsurkova off her backhand, tries to chip the puck past Amelie Perez at center, but to no avail. Perez, D-to-D pass at her own line across to DiPiero. This advanced up the middle to Spiker, the other joint leading scorer for the Junior Flyers with 11 goals and 6 assists on the year, but she was outnumbered upon reaching the Little Flyers line. Malik could not advance the puck through traffic to Gruby up the near wall. Puck caroms behind the Junior Flyers goal. Failed clearing attempt from the visiting side. This is held by Danica Gar at the right point. Sullivan working the near corner, stripped of the puck by Amelie Perez. Spiker cross-ice feed mishandled by Acosta just above the line. She regains the puck, walks it to Red. And the dump and change is successful for the Junior Flyers. We're just beyond the 2-minute mark of the opening period. Failed breakout, intercepted by Lizzie Muther. She puts one net front, but fanning on it was Sullivan. A-grade chance gone awry as Christina Sullivan at the edge of the blue paint couldn't get stick on puck. Malik the other way. Just above the Junior Flyers blue line, dumps the puck in behind their goal and heads off for a partial changing of the guard. Davis to Snedeker the other way. Advanced to Muther. Up the left dots. She enters the Little Flyer zone. Gets a shot away from distance. It's paddled by Williams to the far corner. This recovered by Davis at the half wall. Left to Snedeker at the point. She works the puck low. Christina Sullivan working behind the goal line. Sticked at by Gar. Knocked off her feet in the far corner. Danica Gar trying to find space. McKenna Sanders swarms on her. Tries to pave away to the net, but she's pickpocketed in close by Kira Otto, who winds up and clears just over her own blue line. Francesca Gambino opens fire from distance, clears the crossbar. That puck ricochets off the back glass. Gambino again. Here she's puts the Junior Flyers on the board. 3 minutes and 15 seconds in. It's 1-0. The visitors take the early advantage. We'll see it again here on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. Puck taken away, Gambino. Getting her own rebound. at the 3:15 mark. In the first period, opens the scoring, Philadelphia Junior Flyers. Looking to maintain the momentum that they built up when they were last here, just last month. Gambino's second of the year, coming at the 3:15 mark of the first period. The other 13, Conway, keeps the puck in low. Kotsorkova outnumbered in the near corner. Puck was cycled to Amanda Beatty, played behind the net but beyond the reach of Rogers. Clearing attempt kept in by Ella Miller. Contested puck at the top of the Flyers circle now on the stick of Maria DiPiero. Kotsorkova, the forechecking menace, swats the puck out of her control. Muther offering good support. Rolls this up the left wing boards as far as the Little Flyers blue line, where Conway's got a little more space to work with. Fleeg works this beyond the reach of Chandler. Kotsorkova couldn't reel it in. And DiPiero turns play back from left to right before heading off for a changing of the guard. Mutertees plays the carom shot from the near half wall to the far corner where Campanile is bothered by Conway. Conway recovers the puck but couldn't clear it. Kotsorkova couldn't get to it in time. Snedeker crossed over from the left point to protect the zone for the Junior Flyers. We're coming to the 5-minute mark of the first period. From Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks, an errant shot from Campanile sends the puck off the backboards. Held in by Perez near point. Muther, cross ice pass, hard shot from Snedeker, waffle boarded down and away by Williams, but kept in by the ladies in black. Mutertees double team to the far corner. Gruby angles her into the corner boards. Puck is tied up below the goal. A two-a-side skirmish for the vulcanized rubber, knocked free by Gruby but taken away by Mutertees, looking for her first goal of the season. Played back behind the net to Wildish. Wildish on the run, trying to evade Conway. This is left to Perez at the right point. She bobbled the puck, race on for it at center. Malik turned on the heat. And this will be ruled an offside entry against the Junior Flyers with 11:13 to go in the opening period of a 1-0 hockey game. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for you, the Law Office of Long and Greenberg are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule your free consultation, call 302-466-LONG or visit injuryde.com on the World Wide Web. 6 minutes gone in the opening period. Junior Flyers 1, Little Flyers 0 in this Mid-Atlantic Women's Hockey Association U19 AA event. Acosta to Chandler around near side. Kogan leads the entry, but the advancing pass to Spiker didn't connect. Otto pulls back behind her own goal. Caroms the puck up the far corner. Radov's clearing pass across ice evaded the reach of Sharon Curry and is recovered by the back-checking Caroline Kogan for the Junior Flyers. Wildish advances this to Spiker up the left wing board. Spiker 1-on-3. Lost the puck trying to cut through the slot. She was bothered by Otto 35 feet from the net. Curry's got time and space, or she did anyway, before Lizzie Muther swarmed in. Providing the forechecking pressure, this shot from the corner looked like it was off Spiker's stick, frozen by Williams for a pause and play with 10:03 to go. In opening period action, Junior Flyers with an attacking zone faceoff looking to build on their 1-0 advantage. Carved out by Francesca Gambino and her second goal of the season. Puck is down. Rogers, after losing the faceoff, stepped up to confront Perez at the right point, but couldn't force a turnover high in the zone. Davis dumps the puck behind the goal. Rogers overskates it. Puck is loose now in the near corner. Recovered by Davis. She sets up Muther in the high slot, but quickly double-teamed. Muther couldn't get a shot away. Rogers, under duress, throws the puck off the far boards in the neutral zone, but couldn't connect with Amanda Beatty. Another failed clear, kept in by Sullivan at the left point for the Junior Flyers. Played behind the net where Davis and Conway were tied up. Another race to a loose puck at the far half wall. DiPiero came barreling in from the left point. But the Little Flyers ultimately clear. And we will have a neutral zone faceoff with 9:03 to go as a result of an offside entry from the Junior Flyers. Friends, planning for retirement isn't something that just happens overnight. For 35 years and counting, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses across America craft and administer pension plans, qualified pension plans we might add, for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. We're nearing halfway in the first period from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. A 1-0 lead for the Junior Flyers, and the shot from Kira Otto from the left point goes right into the shoulder glove for a pause in play with 8:42 to go in this opening frame. Junior Flyers clear the zone off the draw. It was McKenna Sanders winning the faceoff, and Gambino leading the zone entry. But recovering was Ella Miller for the Little Flyers. Miller clears to nobody. She turned the puck over to Kogan at center. This thrown back in up the right wing boards. Otto races the puck down. She had time and space in the far corner before Mutertees angled toward her. The pass to Miller didn't connect. It was intercepted below the goal by Sanders. Sanders bobbled the puck, trying to pave a way to the goal. Out the near side, Otto recovers. She stick handles to try to evade forechecking traffic. Campanile engages her, strips the puck from her. Net front feed to Paige Mutertees, but a save by Kaylin Williams keeps it a 1-0 hockey game with 7:51 to go in this opening period. We'll see it again on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. There's the turnover, the centering pass. Beautiful execution the whole way. A little more loft to that top corner would have been a second Junior Flyers goal. But Kaylin Williams says no, ma'am. $7:40 to go in this opening period. Little Flyers trying to level the score, but struggling so far to generate any sort of momentum. Timing off on Conway's attempted zone entry up the right wing boards. This whistled offside by Charles W. Proctor IV. He and Chris Draves, our tandem of USA Hockey officials for today's game. Again, delayed offside, and USA Hockey Youth and Girls classifications a thing of the past. Fleeg holds the left point. Kotsurkova couldn't get a shot away from the near half wall. Campanile clears. Mutertees gains center. Sticked at by Kotsurkova just above the blue line. Turnover is forced, and Kieran Fleeg recovers behind her own goal. She sends this puck up ice. Icing waved off by Proctor. And coming back the other way was DiPiero. The advancing pass from Campanile finds Wildish. She's angled to the far corner. She crashes the net along the left side of the goal line. Scrum for the puck at the top of the crease area. Now out into the mid slot. It is pushed free by Beatty. Cleared by Rogers off the far wall. No icing. And DiPiero is forced to hustle back into her own zone to corral the loose puck. Collision at center between Fleeg and Spiker. Chris Draves says, play on, ladies, and they do. Malik shovels the puck free. Acosta recovers. She's stripped of the puck at the blue line, waiting for her fellow Junior Flyers to tag up, and this opens the door for Gruby. Gruby skates the perimeter of the zone, tied up at the near half wall by Spiker, who walks back the other direction. Here's a 2-on-2. Now a 2-on-3 for the Junior Flyers. The drop pass to Acosta at the top of the left circle didn't connect. Long shot. A one-hop at the top of the crease. Off the pads of Williams. Ends up in the far corner. We're inside the final 6 minutes of the first period as a scrum develops in the far corner of the Little Flyers zone, and Maggie Sullivan clears. 1-0 Junior Flyers with the advantage over the Little Flyers in their final regular season meeting here at Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. Risco couldn't pinch past Muther at center. Muther back in along the right wing boards. Pinched by Otto below the goal. Centering pass to Sullivan. Initial shot was saved. The follow-up chance from Davis never materialized. Good stick-on-stick contact, nullifying her opportunity for a shot as Kira Otto does well to clog up the low slot for the Little Flyers. This was cleared by Gar. Icing waved off. Perez back the other way, turned the puck over to Radov. Radov drops it back to Conway. Her shot popped up in the atmosphere over the crossbar from the top of the left circle. It was stick checked offline and now recovered behind the Junior Flyers goal by Snedeker. Conway trying to force the turnover from Davis, but ultimately to no avail. Miller the other way. Slowed up just inside her own blue line at the far wall by Gambino, tying up the puck as we come to the 4:15 to go mark in the opening period. This is cleared by Radov. Puck slows to a halt 10 feet before the Junior Flyers goal line. That forces Kogan to play it on. Gambino gives it away to Radov at center. The backhand of Conway turns the puck back inside the Junior Flyers line. Gambino, the lone goal scorer of the game. Couldn't connect cleanly with O'Toole on the breakout pass. O'Toole staying with the puck. Rogers recovers for the Little Flyers, and she fires it up ice from just above her blue line. Chris Draves said there's no icing here, and play will be halted with 3:41 to go in the opening frame. As one of the Little Flyers took an awkward fall right in front of the ice resurfacer entrance. And she'll have to head off. It was Beatty on whose account play was stopped. And even though she looks none the worse for wear, she's got to come off because the stoppage in play was on her account. So we come back to center with 3:40 to go in the opening period of a 1-0 game. Advantage Junior Flyers over the Little Flyers. A commentator's nightmare when both teams share the same city and partially the same nickname. As assistant producer Joe Sindoni will concur. Kogan held the right point. Sanders swarmed in the near corner. Puck is knocked loose. Fleeg couldn't reel it in. Gambino looking for another. Kept in the corner by Otto. Dishes the puck back to Sanders below the goal. Fleeg offers heavy defensive pressure behind the cage, comes away with the puck. She tries to throw it up the near wall toward Kotsorkova, but she couldn't reel it in. Kogan protected the point. We've hit the antepenultimate minute of the first period of this game. 1-0 the lead for the Junior Flyers, thanks to Francesca Gambino's goal at the 3:15 mark of the opening period. This puck is kicked free by Rogers. Janada Kotsorkova works it to Sullivan over the center logo. 2-on-3 for the Little Flyers. Sullivan, angle to the far corner, driven into the backboards, chasing the puck down. Conway couldn't hold. Here comes Muther the other way. 1-on-2. Muther, centering pass, intended for Campanile. Taken away by Gar, doing well to clog up the slot. We've hit the final 2 minutes now of the opening period. 1-0 the score. Gambino, the lone goal scorer to this point. Gruby bothered trying to walk the puck free, retraced her steps, and worked it forward to Sullivan. Cross-ice pass in the neutral zone after Sullivan gained red was intended for Conway but didn't materialize. Muter tees with the dump and change. Gar recovers behind her own goal. Gar could not find Malik on the breakout. Perez held the near point. She brings the puck behind the net. Conway's clearing attempt the other way. All for naught. Mini 2-on-1. The initial shot came from Wildish. Save made by Williams. The follow-up was skied high. Spiker centering pass. Wildish without the shot leaves this high to Perez. Her chance from distance took a bounce behind the cage. Final minute of play in the opening period. Perez barely held the point. She got one through from distance. Williams with the pad save, sealing off the near corner. And our first penalty of the game comes as Charles Proctor signals a cross-check with 45 seconds to go in the opening period. And this will go against the Little Flyers. Conway is off for cross-checking. And for the first time today, the Philadelphia Little Flyers are headed to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. And boom, just like that. The Junior Flyers connect with the player advantage. Lizzie Muther leads the handshake line. And it's now a 2-0 hockey game, as we see on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. Muther, the recipient of the centering pass from behind the cage. And that power play goal, Muther's 9th of the year, gives the Junior Flyers a 2-0 lead. Down to single digits in the first period. Kotsorkova breaks up the advancing pass to Davis up the near wall, and that, friends, will do it for the opening period. 17 minutes in the books. Junior Flyers 2, Little Flyers 0. You're watching live on the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Elegant, luxurious, one of a kind. Since 1895, the Dubé name has embodied these very qualities. Make the 4-generation Dubé family tradition of fine custom jewelry your own, only at Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the Law Office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back into the Delaware Hockey Network's coverage of Philadelphia Little Flyers girls hockey. But for the Little Flyers, it's an uphill battle through 17 minutes as they trail the Philadelphia Junior Flyers 2-0, a power play goal with 38 seconds to go in the first period, giving the Junior Flyers now a 2-goal advantage. It was Lizzie Muther with her 9th of the season. Sanders with the assist on that net front setup at the 16:22 mark of the opening frame. James Witherite joining you on the Delaware Hockey Network. We're live from the 412 Communications press box. Little Flyers moving left to right here in the second period in their home white sweaters. the visiting and leading Junior Flyers, based at Iceline in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Moving right to left in their away blacks. A lot of black, white, and orange. Here on the ice today, as one would expect in the Philadelphia market. Breakout pass through traffic made it from Chandler up the right wing boards. Steered near side by Beatty and Gar. They're tied up by Campanile. Campanile walks through the slot. Shot blocked by Kira Otto. Race for the rebound ends up in the far corner. This thrown toward the net by Paige Mutertees, and it's frozen by Kaylin Williams for a pause just a minute and 9 seconds into the second period. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. It's worth noting shots were 12-4 in the first period in favor of the Junior Flyers. Momentum squarely in their favor for the first frame, and here so far, 81 seconds into the second. Junior Flyers 1 for 1 on the power play as well. And trying to generate a counterattack comes Darcy Malik. One-on-one. She gets a shot away despite being steered by Snedeker to the far wall. This is covered and frozen by Schulden for a break in the action. But the Little Flyers generating an attacking zone face-off, trying to keep the momentum going, with Kalina Gruby coming in for the draw across from Wildish. Point held by Conway. Sullivan tries to drive through the slot, but gets slowed up by the reaching stick of Caroline Cogan. Here comes Davis. Up the near side, sticked out by Conway at the top of the circle, and separated from the puck ultimately. Conway battling now with Sullivan in the near corner. It is Christina Sullivan, wearing number 11 for the Junior Flyers. Maggie Sullivan right now with the puck up the right wing boards for the Little Flyers. Hits the centering pass into the mid-slot and Darcy Malik, but her shot was blocked from 30 feet. Gruby's got a 1-on-2. Now a 2-on-2 as Sullivan trailing the play, offers support. Gruby's shot bothered by Snedeker, sticked away to the near corner by Schulden. Christina Sullivan finds Wildish up the left wall. She gains center before dumping the puck into the Little Flyers zone. Enough time for a dump and change. 2.5 minutes in to the second period. Gambino looking for her second goal, bothered by Otto. Cycles the puck to O'Toole. This left to Sanders at the left dot. Her shot turned aside by Williams to the near corner. This put on a T-net front. Otto clogging up the low slot. Keeps play pinned to the wall. And Maggie Sullivan clears. O'Toole recovers. Waits for Gambino to get back on side. But after that happened, that gave Darcy Malik enough time to apply defensive pressure and force the turnover. DiPiero stripped of the puck. Sullivan couldn't walk it up ice near side. Otto intercepts a breakout pass originating from the Junior Flyers blue line. Dumps the puck into Junior Flyers territory, but out they come on the counterattack just the same. This is Morgan O'Toole. O'Toole up the right side, bobs and weaves through traffic. She got around the defender. And Charles Proctor says no goal. We're going to see this again on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. As the Junior Flyers faithful let out a collective sigh when Proctor signaled no goal. From here, looked like a crease violation against the Junior Flyers. So the face-off with 3 minutes and 31 seconds gone in the second period comes outside the Little Flyers blue line. Risco and Sanders over the dot. Perez chips the puck off the far boards. O'Toole couldn't chase it down. Conway, though, failed to clear. Conway's got the puck behind her own goal. Forechecking heat came from McKenna Sanders. This played around near side of Michelle Radov. Taken away again by Sanders. Below the Little Flyers goal. Sanders tries to shovel a backhand in. She gets a shot away from 25 feet after getting between the circles. It was turned aside by Williams, and now Conway shovels it clear up the left wall. Ahead to Sharon Curry. Curry pinned to the wall by DiPiero. Leaves this to Conway waiting at the point. Diagonal pass ricochets off the near corner boards. A race between the 21s goes the way to Amelie Perez. Karam's shot sends the puck into the path of O'Toole, but this will come back in icing with 12:37 to go in the second period. Junior Flyers out-shooting the Little Flyers 16-7, have a 2-0 lead. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important. And Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today. Visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Junior Flyers clear. Kotsorkova tries to strip the puck from Wildish. No, that was Rogers leaning in on Kate Wildish up the near side. The battle continues in the near corner of the Little Flyers zone. Unable to hold the point was Kylie Chandler. Here comes Janina Kotsorkova up the near side. She lost control of the puck, but Kogan couldn't clear. Rogers briefly held the point and the zone, but it comes back to center where Otto tries to skate past Spiker to re-enter. Otto stood up just above the line. Losing her stick was Acosta in that skirmish just in front of the Junior Flyers stripe. A turnover in the Little Flyers zone as Rogers was confronted after receiving the breakout pass. Keeps play pinned in the left zone for a bit. Now breaking free is Amanda Beatty, but into a 1-on-3. Beatty angled off her feet by Chandler. Lost control of the puck. Conway gets a shot away off a failed clear from Acosta, but it goes into the pads of Schulden and away to the far side. This is Gruby. Drop pass to Beatty at the near half wall. Tip back to Conway. She lets one go from the right point. Muther with the block. Gruby brings down the rebounding puck off the far corner. Cycle to Beatty behind the net. Chandler plays the body on her. And Kogan fails to clear. Kotsorkova with a hard shot from the left dot. This is caught and held by Schulden for a pause in play with 10:47 to go in the second period. Junior Flyers with a 2-0 lead over the Philadelphia Little Flyers in this MAWHA U19 AA regular season contest as the season hits its home stretch for these ladies. Little Flyers control the puck off the attacking zone face-off. Malik chased it down to the far corner. Gruby, surrounded by black sweaters, gave the puck away. The far side. Muter-Tees works it up ice. Chases it down, setting up a 2-on-1. But her net front chance was foiled by Kaylin Williams, smartly crossing from post to make the pad save. Snedeker held the left half wall. Puck is intercepted by Gruby, walked up the near side, but 5 feet over the blue line, Lizzie Muther took it back away for the Junior Flyers. Fleeg, behind the cage, gets tied up by the reaching stick of Campanile. Net front set up from Muter-Tees, intended for Muther, but that shot was wide of the near post. Fleeg and Campanile vie for the rebound of the far corner of the Little Flyers zone. It comes back near side. Muter-Tees driven into the glass by Conway at the center of now a 3-a-side scrum for the puck. Conway again. Playing the body, Gruby sweeps in, stripping the puck from Campanile. She's got space up the left wing boards. She chips the puck off the glass. Icing waved off by Chris Draves, and Gabrielle Snedeker in Junior Flyers black and orange had time and space galore to clear her zone. She finds Christina Sullivan, but she stood up at the Little Flyers blue line by the tandem of Malik and Gar, and this play is whistled offside with 9 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the second period. Junior Flyers called offside, but they've got a 2-0 lead over the Little Flyers as the ladies in white get some fresh legs onto the ice for the neutral zone faceoff. Wildish and Risco tie the puck up. Wildish kicks it forward, gets a shot through from 40, It is stick behind the cage by Williams. Davis leaves the rebound to Wildish in the corner. Back it comes. This shot from Davis right into the pads of Kaylin Williams. Rebound chance, sails over the crossbar and behind the net. Gar could not clear. Chandler held the point briefly, but play is marched back as far as the junior Flyers line by pressure from Radov before DiPiero turned it back up ice. Here comes Radov in up the right wing boards for the Little Flyers. We are exactly halfway through the contest. Junior Flyers have controlled it pretty much in its entirety to this point. They lead 2-0. The shot margin, 19-9 in favor of the visitors. Wildish pinched to the wall by Otto, who comes down with the puck and will try to catch the Junior Flyers amidst a change. Zone is cleared. Radov gains center, swats the puck the rest of the way behind the Junior Flyers goal. It's played by Scholden from behind the cage, and now the Little Flyers change as well. Beatty holds the half wall, pursues the puck in the corner where she gets tied up by Kylie Chandler. Turnover is forced, but Miller steps up to the right point to protect the zone for the Little Flyers. Here is DiPiero throwing the puck up ice through traffic. It was beyond the reach of Conway, but icing was waved off by Charles Proctor IV. So the Junior Flyers have an opportunity, or had an opportunity, we should say, to get a third, but the shot in close was wide. Here comes Kutsorkova. 2-on-1 with Beatty, now a 2-on-2. Rogers, centering pass from the left half wall. Kutsorkova couldn't reel in the puck in the far corner. She was surrounded by black and orange. Penalty coming up with 6 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the second period. Conway is going to go for her second stay in the penalty box, this time for tripping. And it's a Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill coming up for the Philadelphia Little Flyers. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Junior Flyers 1 for 1 on the power play. It only took them 7 seconds for Lizzie Muther to get her 9th of the season on that first one-player advantage. Sanders came barreling in before Otto angled her to the near wall right at the blue line. Sanders, cross-ice pass to Kogan. Thrown in close. It bounced off the breadbasket of Williams. Contested puck right at the edge of the crease. Stays in Junior Flyer control. The shot from Chandler is gloved down for a pause with 6:16 to go in the second period. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and its clientele. Broadcast to social, print to digital. The 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Visit us today at 412communications.com. Campanile, long shot, a rocket headed for the top corner, but it was blockered away by Williams. Here's another chance from Kogan from distance. Stick save by Williams. Keeps play alive for the Little Flyers, and they've killed off more than half of the second Katrina Conway penalty. Beatty, a lone Little Flyer, deep in Junior Flyer territory. Couldn't make anything happen, but killed some time off the penalty to Conway. Otto kicks the puck away from Campanile, who's hacking at her to try to get it back. Wildish leaves this to Kogan at the point. Thrown in close, patrolling the net front area was Spiker, but she couldn't connect from close range. Spiker again. Angle below the cage by Fleeg. She and Wildish play keep away behind the net. Final 12 seconds now on the penalty to Conway. Chandler threw one in from distance, but it was steered wide. This worked around the horn. Again to Chandler. Via Kogan from just inside the line. Hungry Hippos in front of the Philadelphia Little Flyers goal. Here's a stretch pass to Conway off the end of the penalty. Her shot net front covered up by Scholden. And we're going to see this again with 4:40 to go in the second period. Right as the penalty expires, Conway out of the box. Gets the breakaway off the stretch pass up the middle, but Veronica Scholden has the last word. Faceoff's going to come to Scholden's right. There she goes, now a perfect 10 in the save department for the Junior Flyers, leading the Philadelphia Little Flyers 2-0. Gruby and Sanders in for the face-off to the right of Veronica Scholden to the near side with 4.5 to go. DiPiero launches one through traffic. It goes unplayed for an icing now with 4:17 remaining in the second period. Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to help you achieve personal bests and, my oh my, lead a healthier lifestyle. DESportsmed.com to learn more. The Philadelphia Little Flyers have cut the Junior Flyers lead in half. Danica Garr let one go from center point to beat Scholden and make this 2-1. Here it comes again. Speaking of Delaware Sports Medicine, on the Delaware Sports Medicine instant replay, it was right off the face-off. Garr wound up off the Gruby setup. And she goes top cheddar to make this a 2-1 hockey game. For Danica Garr, her 4th of the year. Bringing the Little Flyers back within a single tally. There are the particulars. Garr from Gruby at 12:51. Chris Draves saying, come on, let's go, guys. Puck is down. Play ultimately does resume in the Junior Flyers zone. Looked like there was a discussion between the Little Flyers coaching staff and Charles Proctor about some matter. Chris trying to keep things moving. Ultimately prevails as the cooler head. Blue line held by Fleeg. Sanders tags back up. Curry's got Gambino tied up just in front of the Junior Flyers bench. Turnover is forced. Radov couldn't reel in the breakout from Otto. Risco shovels the puck over the line. Back into Junior Flyer territory. Wildish leads a 3-on-2 counterattack. Wildish steered by Otto toward the goal line. Crashing the net, though, was Wildish. She couldn't jam the puck in past Williams on the doorstep. Rebound was overskated by Risco. Kogan protects the right point. She steps up to the dot. Shot blocked by Fleeg, far side. Rebound shoveled free by Sharon Curry. Icing waved off as we come to the final 2:40 of the second period. Scholden left the net wide open, but Rogers couldn't maintain control of the puck after Scholden misplayed it and lost her footing coming back. Nearly a chance for the Little Flyers to pot the equalizer, but ultimately to no avail as the story goes. Wildish, after losing her footing, shovels the puck toward Williams in desperation. This is frozen for a pause with 2:15 to go in the second period. That Junior Flyers lead cut in half by Danica Gar at the 12:51 mark of the second period. Now it stands 2-1. But the ladies in black maintain their advantage, and they've got an attacking zone face-off coming up. Muther and Rogers took the draw to the right of Little Flyers netminder Kaylin Williams, who has stopped 21 of 23 shots to this point. Rogers to Beatty on the advancing pass in the neutral zone. Beatty outnumbered upon reaching the Junior Flyers blue line. Saw her stick lifted by Muther, and ultimately she was separated from the puck. Kotsorkova tracked down a loose vulcanized rubber at center point. Her shot steered wide by Schulden. Conway throws one toward the cage, but it's blocked out by Snedeker, clogging up the mid slot. In comes Conway again. The pass from Miller sailed beyond her reach, chipped off the near glass by Snedeker. Miller holds the right point. Beatty risks the puck behind the goal. Kotsorkova couldn't chase it down. Kogan plays it up the far wall. Rogers couldn't maintain. Conway crossed over the left point. She held the zone briefly, but this puck was pushed past her by Muther. Ahead to Muter, tees up the right wall, but an offside infraction against the Junior Flyers brings play to a halt with 74 seconds to go in the second period. Face-off spotted right in front of the Junior Flyers bench. Gruby and Wildish pretty well even on the draw. Puck is pushed up ice by Malik, 5 feet inside the Junior Flyers line before DiPiero recovered for the visitors. Final minute of play in the second period of this 2-1 hockey game. Puck bounces into the neutral zone. It's thrown back in by Kira Otto up the left wing boards, but this comes back offside as Malik had not yet tagged up for onside position. 51 to go. Wildish and Gruby. Here is Acosta. Steered behind the net. I should say steered outside the house by Gar. Eventually she ended up behind the net, but not before she got the shot away, which was turned by Williams to the far wall. Centering pass came from Spiker, but it was steered high and away. The shot came from DiPiero, but it was an errant one. Final 15 seconds. Maria DiPiero lets one go from the left dot. Amid net front traffic, it was blocked down by Williams. Here's Gruby, 2-on-1. Final 3 seconds. Gruby shot, score! Kalina Gruby gets her first as a Little Flyer with 1.6 seconds to go in the second period, and we're all knotted up, 2-2. Here it comes again on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. Gruby forces the turnover. And that was all Kalina. From blue line to top shelf to make this a 2-2 hockey game. 34 minutes in the books. We're all knotted up. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after this timeout. A tale of 2 periods so far. Little Flyers coming back in the second to get back on level pegging.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
We rejoin action at the top of the third period. Katrina Conway looking for the go-ahead goal just seconds after the initial faceoff was denied by a Schulden stick save, and the Little Flyers back on level pegging with the Philadelphia Junior Flyers. We're 2-2 through 2 periods, and Kalina Gruby had a hand in both Little Flyers goals in the second period, first setting up Danica Gar at the 12:51 mark of the middle frame before putting one in the net herself with 1.6 seconds to go in the second period. That centering pass from Kotsorkova was intercepted by Sanders. Gambino looking for another, skies one over the crossbar behind Kaylin Williams, who is saved 22 of 24 shots through 34 minutes. That chance from Kogan was stick checked offline by Rogers. Rebound recovered by Spiker in the far corner. This left to Chandler. Cross ice pass. The Kogan shot was blocked by Janina Kotsorkova. Spiker again around the horn to Wildish. Dot to dot feed. Acosta let one go from the right dot. Blocker saved by Williams. And Rogers clears. Rogers again in the far corner. Couldn't carom one off the cap rail. It was blocked down by Spiker. She set up Wildish for a wrister from 25 feet, but it was off its intended line. 105 seconds gone in the third period. Beatty's got space one-on-one. Beatty pinched to the corner by Kogan. Tried to throw the puck in from 30, but Caroline Kogan brings it down the other way. Ahead to Spiker it goes. She's kept at the line by Gruby, who's been a big impact player for the Little Flyers in the second period. Malik centering pass to Gruby was blocked away by Sanders right at the Little Flyers blue line. This was hacked up the left wing boards by Acosta, now tied up in front of the scorer's table. Walked free by Maggie Sullivan, but she couldn't find Malik on the advancing pass in the neutral zone. Sanders the other direction. Throws this beyond the reach of Davis. Miller steers it below the goal behind Davis's reach. And now Maggie Sullivan picks up the puck again in the far corner. Here comes Gruby again, 2-on-2. She and Malik together. But Gruby was pickpocketed of the puck by DiPiero right in front of the Little Flyers bench. Time and space galore for Kristen Davis the other way. Steered to the near wall by Danica Gar. Right at the Little Flyers blue line. Turnover forced, but the carom shot didn't clear. That long chance from Maria DiPiero was sticked down and away by Williams to the far corner. That is Christina Sullivan, surrounded by white sweaters. In the far corner of the Little Flyers zone, giving way to Conway. Conway outnumbered past Red. Dumps the puck in. The chase is on for it. Amelie Perez recovering for the Junior Flyers. The visitors went on an early tear to lead 2-0, but they gave both of those goals back up to the Little Flyers in the final 4 minutes and 9 seconds of the second period. Sullivan leaves this back to Gar. Muther, the forechecking menace for the Junior Flyers. Gar looking for space, bats this puck up the near wall. Curry to Sullivan, tied up again by Lizzie Muther, hustling back on D for the Junior Flyers. And she leaves this back into her own zone where DiPiero's got time and space. She tries to launch a breakout pass to Paige Mutertees, but it hits her in the skate, and recovering was Radov for the Little Flyers. Chipped off the glass by Gar. This puck comes back into the path of Lizzie Muther, but her shot from 40 was blocked. Muther again turning. Another blocked shot. Gar got a piece of that one too. We've just passed the 4-minute mark in the third period from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. A 2-2 hockey game before us between the second and third ranked 19 AA teams in the Mid-Atlantic Women's Hockey Association. Shot from the top of the right circle was wide. Radov playing the far corner. Rolls this behind the net up to the near half wall. Sanders steps up but couldn't hold the zone for the Junior Flyers. Back it comes to their line. Snedeker throws one ahead diagonally toward Campanile. She tips the puck into the far corner, chases down Fleeg for it. Centering pass. Here's Kogan on the doorstep. No ma'am, says Kaylin Williams again. 5 minutes in. That long shot from Snedeker from the top of the left circle was blocked in traffic and sent clear up ice. Icing waved off. Kotsorkova turned on the Jets to force Kogan to hurry up on the breakout pass. Kogan's got the puck back. Janina Kotsorkova staying with her. Unable to clear up the near side was Snedeker. Rogers and Fleeg doing well to protect the near side of the Junior Flyer zone and try to maintain some attacking momentum for the Little Flyers. 2-2, Philadelphia and Philadelphia. Deadlocked through close to 40 minutes. The Conway shot stick behind the net by Shulden. Both goalies having done more than their fair share of heavy lifting to this point. Williams with 27 saves and a few to make the highlight reel, we're sure. Shulden has stopped 15 of 17. Beyond the 6-minute mark of the third period of this 2-2 hockey game, Fleeg and Wildish converge in the far corner. Wildish leaves this to DiPiero at the left point. DiPiero walking through traffic, circles behind the net, where the menacing presence of Janina Kotsorkova was waiting for her up the near side. Gambino gives way to Kotsorkova. Kotsorkova finds Beatty on the breakout pass, but in comes Beatty into a 1-on-2. Shot split the wickets from 30 feet, but it's covered by Shulden for a pause with 10:22 to go in regulation. We're all tied up 2-aside. The Dubé name was a Delaware family tradition dating to 1895. That family tradition, fine custom jewelry. Carl Dubé Jewelers also offers appraisal, design, resizing, and repair services. Visit Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware, for diamonds, it's Dubé. Ten minutes to go in regulation. Philadelphia Little Flyers 2, Philadelphia Junior Flyers 2. Momentum in the favor of the Little Flyers after 2 late period goals in the second. Otto can't find Malik on the advancing feed. Off the far boards, this was taken away by Chandler, but she failed to clear up the near wall. Otto protecting the left point, throws the puck in deep again. DiPiero back the other way. Ahead to Wildish. Her stick hacked out of her hands by Gruby. And a penalty is going to be called. Slashing against Gruby with 9:24 to go in regulation. So another Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill is coming up for the Little Flyers. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Gruby with a goal, an assist, and now a penalty. Off for slashing at 7:36 in the third period. So the doors open for the Junior Flyers once again. 1 for 2 with the player advantage so far. Their second goal came on their first power play when Lizzie Muther put the second one past Williams late in the first period. Here's Muther again. Up the left dots, she's steered by Gar to the far corner. Muther stays with the puck. To Chandler, around to Kogan. Dot-to-dot feed through the slot. Campanile couldn't maintain control of the puck. She chases it to the far corner to maintain. Here's Kogan with a block shot. Conway got a piece of that. Race for the puck, skittering to the far wall. Goes the way of Skylar Campanile, leading scorer. Jointly so for the Junior Flyers with 10 goals and 7 assists on the year. Gracie Spiker with 11 and 6. Both of them not heard from to this point. Halfway through the third period, net front chance from Sanders is stopped by Kaylin Williams, and a dislodged net brings play to a screeching halt with 8:19 to go in the third. Grade A chance here for the Junior Flyers. There's the net front feed to McKenna Sanders, blocked shot and a dislodged net. Bringing play to a halt. 55 seconds to go on the Gruby penalty. Face-off coming to the right of Williams, who has stopped 28 of 30 shots thus far. This goes beyond the reach of Spiker. Fleeg looking for space. Otto carries the puck behind the goal, out of harm's way, but can't carom it clear. Kogan holds the right point. Acosta gets this toward the goal line, thrown in by Spiker, frozen by Williams for a pause with 7:51 to go. A few familiar faces in the stands today. Local ACHA coaches from many programs around the vicinity. Kogan scores the go-ahead. Caroline Kogan let one go from the top of the slot. She beats Kaylin Williams, and a second power play goal. Has given the Junior Flyers the lead once again. This came 9:21. Into the period. And we owe you the particulars. We'll get these for you here momentarily. Face-off will take place right in front of the Junior Flyers bench. After this power play goal. Gave them the lead once again. There's Perez with a chance. Mutertees picks up the rebound. Another opportunity in close. Going awry. Six and a half minutes to go. There we go. Kogan from Chandler at 9:21 for the power play goal. Gambino to Sanders. The backhander. Enough to regain attacking position for the Junior Flyers as we come to the final 6 minutes of regulation. Chandler works this up the right wing board. Sanders picks it up. Slap shot from the top of the near circle, blocked offline by Kotsorkova. Morgan O'Toole protected the left point. Gar chipped the puck off the glass and out. It rolls back to center where Kylie Chandler recovers for the Junior Flyers. Gar couldn't connect with Kotsorkova up the near side. O'Toole on the re-entry for the Junior Flyers. Slowed up by the reaching stick of Otto at the top of the left circle. Gar plays the body on Gambino in the far corner. Recovering was Roger. Down to the final 4 minutes from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. Junior Flyers with a 3-2 lead over the Philadelphia Little Flyers. The Snedeker shot is caught and held by Williams. .347 to go. Drawn to the left of Kaylin Williams. She's saved 34 of 37 total shots. Final 200 seconds are upon us from IceWorks. Sanders bulldozes forward, diving on the puck. Williams makes the save. Hearty thank yous all around to everyone joining us on this Sunday afternoon on the Delaware Hockey Network. Live on the 412, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. We will do it all again tomorrow with high school hockey on the docket. In fact, both backup goalies from this game, Fiona Walker and Olivia Jacoby, slated as participants in tomorrow's game as the Pencrest Lions and the Garnet Valley Jaguars will square off in an Intercounty Scholastic Hockey League Central Division matchup. That game due off at 7:35. We'll be on the air at 7:25 here from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks, and we certainly hope that you're able to join us for Monday night high school hockey on the Delaware Hockey Network, as we're glad to bring Garnet Valley hockey into the DHN family here in 2024. Final 2:20. Shot from Otto was blocked by Muther. Muther 2-on-1. She barrels past Miller, walks in, shot was high and wide. Puck is pushed out by Malik along the far wall. Gruby walks it back in. This is called offside with exactly 2 minutes to go. Pressure's on the Little Flyers. They mounted a second period comeback. Kogan got the lead back for the Junior Flyers with 7:39 to go in regulation. You've got to wonder, when does Williams get pulled in favor of the extra attacker? Does Williams get pulled in favor of the extra attacker? As many odd skater rushes as the Junior Flyers have mounted might be a dangerous proposition, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Final 100. The Little Flyers fans want a cross-check. They're not going to get it. Long shot came from Gar at the right point to no avail. Puck is loose. Beatty tries to get one in. Diving for the secondary save was Shulden. Follow-up chance. Kotsorkova in close. This is shoveled high and away, but kept in by Rogers at the left point. Final 80 seconds. Rogers throws one. It bounces through the slot off the far corner. Gar from the right half wall. Again to Rogers. Williams maintains her position in the blue paint. This is cleared up the right wall. Icing waved off by Charles Proctor. And Gar is forced to race down the puck. Francesca Gambino offering forechecking pressure, forced to hurry up breakout. We're into the final minute now of regulation. Conway to Rogers up the left wing boards. Kotsorkova couldn't reel in a rolling puck. Spiker takes it away at the Junior Flyers blue line, but she's double teamed upon gaining the Little Flyers zone. Steered into the near corner. Spiker continues to stick handle. She works the puck up the near wall. Kotsorkova plays the body on Acosta. They're tied up at the center of a scrum. It migrates just up the near boards. 33 seconds to go. Puck is shoveled free ultimately by Amelie Perez, careful to protect the zone. Diving to hold the line was Spiker, but she turns it over to Gar. 22 seconds remaining. Clearing attempt foiled by Wildish at the left point. This one makes it through. Kotsorkova to Otto, one-on-one. Otto steers the puck beyond the reach of Perez behind the net. Chased down there, recovered by Spiker for the Junior Flyers, and they're going to protect as time ticks away. Final 5 seconds, and this one will go the way of the Philadelphia Junior Flyers by a tally of 3-2. Hard fought to the end, but the Junior Flyers prevail once again to maintain second placing in the MAWHA 19 AA table. "19 saves for Veronica Scholden. Propelling the Junior Flyers to their 11th win of the season. We'll give you a look at the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game as both teams meet at center ice for the traditional handshake cue. Caroline Kogan getting top star honors by virtue of her game-winning goal. Midway through the third period, Kalina Gruby, goal and an assist for the Little Flyers, earning second star honors, and Veronica Scholden third star with 19 saves on 21 total shots for the Philadelphia Junior Flyers, improving to 11-2-2 on the season. We're back at it tomorrow. Pencrest and Garnet Valley in Intercounty Scholastic Hockey League action here from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. For the entire crew, for Associate Executive Producer Molly Jo Rosen, for Assistant Producer and Videographer Broadway Joe Sindoni, and everybody else behind the scenes here at the 412. This is James Witherite thanking you for joining us today. And once again, the final score from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. Philadelphia Junior Flyers 3, Philadelphia Little Flyers 2. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you again soon here on the Delaware Hockey Network.